844-374-5433, 844-374-5433. Give me a call like Anthony in New York and Carmel in Canada did, and I will give you advice about what you can do right now to support your body's built-in God-given ability to fix itself with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. There is a schism happening all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. I just came back from a 7-day hiatus, a 7-day vacation of sorts. Normally I'm stuck in my office in my little studio cave, and I get out to the supermarket. Maybe we'll go out to dinner once a week. I don't really get out that much. So I forayed into the wide world last week in a couple of different airports, a couple of different vacation destinations, and I have to tell you, it is bad and it is getting worse, the state of health of people all around the world. I could not believe how many people I saw at the airport, how many people I saw on the beach, how many people I saw at the restaurants, at the bars, who were sick and unhealthy and just bad. And most of the food that everybody eats most of the time is the wrong food. It's gumming up the works. People have no idea whatsoever. People are clueless as to what the impact with diet and health is. People, as far as it goes for most people, they think that, well, if I cut out the carbs, I'm going to lose weight, or maybe I should reduce my sugar intake, and that's about as far as it goes. People have no earthly idea whatsoever that when they consume whole grains, wheat, barley, rye, and oats, it has a dramatic negative impact on their body's ability to absorb essential nutrients. People have no idea whatsoever that when they eat fried food, they're ingesting acrylamide, which is carcinogenic and pro-inflammatory, and the more fried food that people eat, the greater their chances of getting cancer and an inflammatory disease. People are clueless about this, so they eat fried food all of the time. The best chefs in the world still cook with olive oil. This is a problem because, right, my people are destroyed by lack of knowledge. People have no idea that if you eat meat well done, the heterocyclic amines that are present in the meat will cause cancer and are pro-inflammatory. People shy away from eating meat that's rare. Oh, that's a health issue. Well, no, it's not. Well done red meat is a health issue. People have no idea that if they eat sausage, if they eat bacon, if they eat pepperoni, if they eat meats that have nitrates that have been injected into them, they will increase their chances of developing cancer from the nitrosamines that the nitrates turn into inside the human body. Have no idea whatsoever. And so they continue to eat these things all of the time. People have no idea whatsoever that if they eat the skins of baked potatoes, baked yams, or baked sweet potatoes, any root vegetable baked, if you eat the skins, the crunchy, crispy skins, you're going to increase your chances of getting cancer. People have no earthly idea, and so they go to the best restaurants in the world, they dress up in their finest clothes, and they're eating food that's poisoning them. People are destroyed by lack of knowledge. And it's not because the chefs are, sadistic. It's because they also are clueless. People have no idea that if they consume a carbonated beverage during a meal, it's going to dramatically impact the state of the acid in the stomach. It's going to reduce, nullify, negate, neutralize the stomach acid so that now your body is unable to extract what little nutrients are present in the food to begin with. People have no idea, so they'll start a meal off with champagne, or they'll, with their cheeseburger in paradise, they'll wash it down with a couple of beers. And this, of course, is the wrong way to go. You want to have a beer? No problem. Drink a gluten-free beer between meals. Do not drink anything that has bubbles in it during a meal, because the bubbles contain carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide neutralizes stomach acid. So it is a fool's errand to drink anything that has bubbles in it at the beginning of a meal. If you want to do that, drink it at the end of the meal or about a half an hour after the meal, as the French used to do. Champagne after the meal, not before. So many things that people are completely unaware of. So many things, and it's remarkable to me that all of the things that people eat on a regular basis are, in point of fact, bad for them. And people also have no earthly notion of the relationship now between genetically modified foods, the overt, rampant use of herbicides and pesticides on the food, and the direct correlation that science has shown with the consumption of those foods and cancer. My recommendation, we used to have a 10 bad food list, now it's a 12 bad food list. The extra 2 bad foods are soy and corn that's been genetically modified. Soy and corn that's been genetically modified and or sprayed with glyphosate, aka Roundup. These two vegetables, corn and soy, is soy a vegetable? I'm not sure. These two substances, corn and soy, if you consume genetically modified corn, if you consume genetically modified soy, if you consume corn or soy that has been sprayed with glyphosate, the herbicide Roundup, or planted in soil that glyphosate has been sprayed onto, then you're going to get bladder cancer, you're going to get kidney cancer, you're going to get thyroid cancer, something bad is going to happen. And it's been documented and proven. The World Health Organization even says don't eat this stuff. So it's not just the crazy naturopaths on the hill. But again, the world is ripping apart right down the middle because most people are completely unaware of this. It's completely unaware, and they have no idea whatsoever of the essential relationship between essential nutrients and their overall health. People think, oh, I got a bad knee because I'm getting older. People think, oh, my heart went south because I'm getting older. People think, oh, I got type 2 diabetes because I'm getting older. People think, oh, my kid can't concentrate at school because, I don't know, that's just life. No, it's not. These things don't happen because of fate. These things don't happen because of any reason other than consistent consumption of all the wrong foods and consistent lack of nutrients in the human body. And your medical doctor is clueless as to the relationship between these two things, and this is why you need to fire your medical doctor. Because the most important things having to do with health, your medical doctor is completely clueless about. And remember, your MD may be the nicest person God ever created, but your medical doctor doesn't practice healthcare. They practice disease management. It is not your medical doctor's job to cure your disease. It's your medical doctor's job to manage your symptoms, and there is a gigantic difference between the two. The only reason that these people, the MDs, are still in charge of healthcare, medical care, disease management, is because they have monopolized the medical marketplace. They don't let the chiropractors in. They don't let the naturopaths in. They don't let the homeopaths in. They don't let anybody else in. It's their way or the highway. And even though their way is the leading cause of death, we have been so socialized into their point of view that when the MDs kill us, when the MDs fail us, when the MDs harm us, we give them a pass. When the MDs bankrupt us, we give them a pass. And Hollywood creates one more TV show about how great the MDs are, and you've got to be kidding me. There is a schism happening in the world between those who know what I'm talking about, what Dr. Wallach is talking about, what my colleagues are talking about, because those who have adopted our ways and everybody else in the world. Not everybody got on Noah's Ark. More's the pity. Do not be left behind, ladies and gentlemen. Time is coming when you will be left behind, and I'm not talking about, the second coming of Christ or the apocalypse or anything like that. I'm talking about your health. Look at your health right now. How are you doing? How many prescription medications are you taking? Are you getting stronger every year? Have you plateaued? Are you at a good state of health? Or do you need a prescription medicine to pee and a prescription medicine not to pee, a prescription medicine to go to sleep, a prescription medicine to wake up, a prescription medicine for your heartburn, a prescription medicine for your high blood pressure, a prescription medication to take care of the side effects created by the prescription medicine for the heartburn and the high blood pressure, prescription medication for anxiety, a prescription medication for depression? Are you scheduled to have your third knee replacement? Ladies and gentlemen, these things are not happening to you because you have a bad gene. These things are happening to you because you have a bad doctor. And it's time for you to make a choice. It's time for you to choose sides. If you're happy with the status quo of your health while you have been under the care of the MDs, then God bless you. And turn this radio station off right now, because this is not for you. But if you are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, if you're at the end of your rope, if you know in your heart of hearts that there must be a better way, if you have an inkling that health is in fact your birthright and that you should be able to secure health, you should be able to go through life without aches and pains, go through life without anxiety, go through life without depression, more or less, then you have come to exactly the right place. Our mantra: nutrify the body with the 90 essential nutrients, appropriate for body weight, eliminate food that's gumming up the works. Take these 2 steps immediately. Do what I say for 90 days, 3 months, and see how your body responds. Remember, the goal here is to support and promote your body's ability to optimize its structure and function. The goal here is to attempt to cure your condition. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks for tuning in and turning on. Anthony from New York, Carmel from Canada, Lavender from Dallas, and Walter from New Jersey are up when we come back. Stick around. Dr. Peter Glidden here. Thanks so much for clicking on the link. I appreciate your trust and your curiosity. Last year in the United States, we spent over $30 billion on nutritional supplements, and everybody's still sick. When it comes to nutritional supplements, the recipe is everything. All wine is made from grapes. But there's a great deal of difference from bottle to bottle, depending on too many variables to count. It's the same with nutritional supplements. If you need to spend hard-earned money on nutritional supplements, which you do, because medical insurance doesn't pay for it. Did you ever wonder why? Well, that's the subject for an entirely different conversation. But in point of fact, our position is, in order for the body to work the way that God and nature intended it, there are 90 essential nutrients that need to be imported into it on a daily basis. These 90 essential nutrients are not all present in the food supply. You must supplement. It's mandatory. You must give your body the raw materials it needs every day to optimize its structure and function. You must give your body a fighting chance. So you need nutritional supplements. Well, which nutritional supplements should you take? That's the million-dollar question. I've been doing naturopathic medicine, practicing naturopathic medical therapeutics in clinical settings for over a quarter of a century now. And as God is my witness, I am here to tell you that the nutritional supplements which produce the most consistent, effective results are those developed and delivered by Youngevity. If you have finally snapped out of it and seen the light, if you are finally convinced that medical nutrition is what your body has been missing your entire life, and if you're ready to take a walk through the undiscovered country of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition, then you need to try Youngevity's nutritional supplements, because they produce the most consistent results of anything I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot in over a quarter of a century of primary care naturopathic medicine. Fill out the form on this page, ladies and gentlemen, click the submit button, and a Youngevity representative whom I know and trust will be in touch with you to show you what to do to support and promote your body's ability to optimize its structure and function. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your trust. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Live long and prosper. I'll see you around campus. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Let's go right to the phones. They are packed today, as they are every day. Anthony from New York is up. Hey, Anthony, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Good morning, Dr. Glidden. Thanks for taking my call. Two quick questions. So I was born with a lazy eye. I was able to catch it early in my life. Through surgery, glasses, and the patch eye, I was able to mostly save my left eye. There's not much of a difference. The left eye, the vision is a lot worse. Your opinion? I was also born with a milk allergy. Wonder if that has any connection. That was one of two questions. What's your opinion on that? Why did I have that? Any way to cure that? And the second one is regarding this Dr. Gerson. He has a well-known clinic in Mexico. A lot of people have been going to him for cancer treatment. Have you heard of him? Your opinion of him?
Well, I'll start with good. I'll start with Gerson first. Max Gerson, he was a German physician born in 1880 something, I think, and he developed a treatment for cancer based on diet and nutritional supplements. Imagine that, right? And this is considered an alternative cancer treatment. If you look it up, it's considered alternative. Why it would be considered alternative is beyond me. He's an MD after all. I don't have any actual clinical experience with the Gerson therapy, and I don't know any patients that have. So I wrote a chapter in my book, the MD Emperor Has No Clothes. The name of my book, The MD Emperor Has No Clothes. I wrote a chapter in it about cancer, and there are 10 questions that every cancer patient needs to ask their cancer doctor. Whether it's the Max Gerson people, whether it's the conventional medical doctors with their chemo and their radiation and their surgery, doesn't matter. Whomever you go to for cancer treatment, you need to ask these 10 questions, right? And the first, I'll give you a hint. The first question is, can you cure this type of cancer? Yes or no? And second question, if you can't cure it, then what can I expect, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't have any direct experience with the Gerson therapy, but if people simply got into the habit of asking simple questions, right, like this, does your treatment work? Can you cure this condition? I think there would be a lot more clarity. And honestly, chemotherapy, radiation for adult onset cancer is 97% ineffective. It doesn't work 97% of the time. So can you please tell me why people do it? It's because they've been boondoggled into doing it because of their oncologist. Their oncologist is a bait and switch. The oncologist is giving them false hope. The oncologist is giving them some type of nonsense. And people do it because people trust their doctors. People are intimidated by the men and the women in the white coats, and people aren't smart enough, brave enough, or have the wherewithal to ask simple questions. I mean, we ask more questions about the car that we're thinking about buying than the chemotherapy that we're thinking about doing. It's complete, utter, and total nonsense. You just need to ask simple questions. I lined it up in my book. Now, let's go to the lazy eye. Right, so the operative understanding here when you get a lazy eye, which is one of the eyes or both of the eyes tracks to one side, or goes to the inside or goes to the outside, and the eyes don't focus correctly, is because of nerve impingement. There are a bunch of little muscles around the eye. Some of them are no bigger than a little elastic band. They're the smallest muscles in the body that make the eye focus and that make the eye change, its position in the socket. And these muscles are innervated by a little nerve that comes directly off of the brain and goes through a tunnel in the skull to get to the muscles in the eye. Now, when that tunnel in the skull that the nerve goes through is obstructed, the nerve signals become funky, and then the muscles don't work the way that nature and God intended them to. So the first, second, and third thing to consider when somebody is born or develops a lazy eye is osteoporosis of the skull. Interestingly enough, the skull bone has run out of nutrients that it needs to maintain its structural integrity. Interesting to me that you should also be born with a milk allergy. You're really lucky that you didn't get type 1 diabetes. You're really lucky that you didn't get type 1 diabetes, because we believe there's a direct relationship between a milk allergy, a cow's milk allergy, and the development of type 1 diabetes. But this is a birth defect, and it was caused by lack of nutrients in your mother's blood, right? Because when your little body was developing in your mother's body, your body needs raw materials to build itself. The body can't make calcium. The body can't make magnesium. The body can't make vitamin C. The body can't make vitamin B. There are 90 nutrients called essential nutrients that need to be imported into the body every day. And if those nutrients are not present in your mother's food, if they're not present in your mother's body, then the little baby's body is going to suffer as it develops. And this is why all birth defects are directly related to not enough nutrients. Stick around. I'm going to finish this up when we come back from the hard break. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health.
If you are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, if you are finally finished with expensive and ineffective MD treatments, and if you are frustrated with not knowing which nutritional supplements to take, you have come to exactly the right place. We are here to help. Log into eiffelhealth.com, click the contact button, and someone who has been working with Dr. Glidden will contact you and show you exactly what to do to recover your health. Go to eiffelhealth.com, that's eiffelhealth.com, and click the contact button now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. I'm going to finish up with Anthony's question. So, from our point of view, this condition is caused by nutrient deficiencies when your mother was pregnant. Now, and from our point of view, unless you are supplementing with nutritional supplements, the correct nutritional supplements, you're nutritionally deficient. Because the stuff that your body needs is not in the food. It's never was, all of it. Some of it is, but not all of it. And when you're born with a birth defect, then you are extremely deficient from the get-go. So the recommendation here, Anthony, would be to treat this like our arthritis, right? So we give extra glucogel, extra plant minerals, extra calcium on top of the 90 essential nutrients. Extra plant minerals, extra glucogel, and extra calcium on top of the 90 essential nutrients. Eliminate the 12 bad foods. And look up on the internet, try to get your hands on a book called The Bates Method of Eye Recovery or Vision Recovery, The Bates Method of Vision Recovery. It's a series of exercises that you can do to strengthen the muscles around the eye, which is never a bad idea. Let's go to Canada and talk to Carmel. Hey, Carmel. Thanks for the call.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. I have a short question. What is the difference between the tangerine and the Healthy Start Pack?
Oh, excellent.
As far as the 90 nutrients are concerned.
Excellent question, Carmel. Okay, so the Healthy Start Pack, there are a number of healthy packs, right? Mm-hmm. There's the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, the Healthy Digestion Pack, the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. And then there's just the Healthy Start Pack.
Yeah, that's the one I'm concerned with.
All right, so the Healthy Start Pack has 3 things in it. One of the things that's in the Healthy Start Pack is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. So, right? So you've already got the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, so it's redundant. However, the 90 essential nutrients that the body needs are not all present in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. So
I see.
In order to get all 90, you need the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and then you need some essential fatty acids. It's a little fish oil or plant oil in little gel caps. And then you need extra calcium. And so the healthy packs have all of that put together for you. Now, if there's a budgetary issue, a lot of people...
It is very much for the Health Start Pack.
Okay, then my recommendation to you, if there's a budgetary issue, would be to do the Ultimate Classic Pack. Do the Ultimate Classic.
And what does that cover?
Yeah, that gives you all 90 essential nutrients in the most economical way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it cheaper than the?
Yeah, it is.
Than the Healthy Start Pack?
Yeah, it's less than $100, I think.
Because see, in Canada, the difference in money is very high. That's why I'm concerned.
Yeah, I get it. Now, the other thing here, Carmel, is Dr. Wallach, in his wisdom years ago, set Youngevity up as a network marketing business in order to do 2 things: to help people spread his message of health recovery through science-based medical nutrition, and also to help people afford the supplements, because insurance isn't going to pay for this. Doesn't pay for it in Canada, doesn't pay for it in the U.S., doesn't pay for it anywhere. So I would get in touch with the people who brought you into Youngevity or who told you about Youngevity and have them explain the business here, because if you show a couple of people a month, Youngevity, and they start to take the products and they like the products, in a couple of months you'll be making enough money to get your products for free. And
oh yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to make it fast. So I should ask for an ultimate classic pack.
Ultimate classic pack, and you'll be on your way, Carmel.
Well, that's good. That's my answer.
All right.
So when I order, I call the order department. That's what I'll ask for.
Very good. Best of luck. Let us know how you do with it. Thanks very, very much. I think it's Lavender calling from Dallas. Is that correct? Is your name Lavender? Did we get that right? Come on in, Dallas. Hello, Dallas. Come on in, Dallas. Are you there? Maybe not. Let's put Dallas on hold. We'll go to Walter in New Jersey. Hey, Walter from New Jersey, you are live.
Yes, Dr. Glidden. Good day. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Walter. Which exit off the Parkway?
5.
Everybody in New Jersey knows the answer to that question. Thanks so much for calling. How can I help?
Okay, I have 2 questions for you. The first one is, my daughter in the Netherlands have been diagnosed with a liver cancer.
Yikes.
Yeah, and putting it off, and this is now the end result. And bile has been excreting into her system, where her eyes are yellow, skin is yellow, and I was wondering what could be something good for her. And the problem also is that this child has a phobia of needles.
Yeah.
They want to go in and just drain the bile first and see if, things go down from there.
Yeah.
But,
how old is the child?
The child is 39 years.
39 years old, still phobic about needles. Well, I was phobic for needles for about 20 years.
Okay.
I had to go to medical school to get on the other side of that. So, these things are very real, and it's a hard cross for people to bear.
I know.
So cancer, man, is really difficult. It's really difficult to treat cancer. But here's what I would do if it were me. I've seen remarkable turnarounds with liver pathology with the 90 essential nutrients and extra selenium.
Okay.
Selenium is mandatory here.
I did send her selenium already,
Yeah. So the thing about this, though, right, is if we have a fire in the backyard and we're trying to put it out with water, it's a good idea, right? We need to use a fire hose and not a squirt gun, right? Because we need a lot of water, right?
Exactly.
So the dosage here is going to be tricky, or is going to be important. So, and I would err on the side of excess here, because it's really, really, really difficult to hurt yourself with or overdose with a nutritional supplement. It's you can do it, but it's virtually impossible. In a situation like this, it would be much worse to have not enough. So, how much does she weigh? Do you have a sense?
At this point, I would say she's down to maybe 120 pounds, somewhere there.
Yeah, okay. So I would give her one Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. I'd give her one of those. And I'd give her 3 bottles of selenium a month, 3 bottles of Ultimate Selenium a month, and 4 bottles of Z-Radical a month. 4 bottles of Z-Radical a month. That's 1 ounce of Z-Radical 4 times a day. She needs to be advised about the 12 bad foods, so she's not eating food that's causing cancer.
Right now, she can't even, everything that goes down comes back up.
Yeah, so there is, and she lives in the Netherlands?
Yes.
All right, so I would counsel her to find a homeopathic doctor who can help her with the nausea, because there are a handful of homeopathic medicines that are very, very useful here in cutting down the nausea, whether it's caused by a pathology in the human body or a side effect from surgery or a side effect of prescription medications. Oftentimes homeopathy and or acupuncture can go a long way towards cutting down on the kind of extracurricular badness that's happening in the digestive tract to allow people to assimilate the nutritional supplements. So that's what I would do. And luckily in the European Union, is the Netherlands part of the European Union?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So homeopathy is easy. It's easier to find a good homeopath over there than it is over here. And so I would encourage her to do that. That's what I would start with. And let this be a cautionary tale for you, Walter.
I know. My second one is, I'm on my second transplant right now. Kidney.
Second kidney transplant? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, the first one was I had a blockage, right?
Yeah.
And I was complaining about it. I went in and everything, and all of a sudden I'm seeing the doctor with the needle saying, well, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to lose your kidney.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I recently ordered a Healthy Body Start Pack powder, though, and a Niacin Plus and a Ultimate Daily Classic.
Very good. Very, very good. That's excellent. Now that's exactly what you want to do. I would take extra selenium as well. What's your body weight?
My body weight is 170.
All right, so I would do 4 bottles of selenium a month. 4 bottles of selenium a month. That's 12 selenium a day. That's 4 between breakfast and lunch, 4 between lunch and dinner, and 4 between dinner and bedtime.
Okay.
And also, you need to clean up your diet so that you're not eating food that's causing inflammation that causes the little blood vessels in the kidneys to get clogged. Right? So,
yes.
Right. So that's really important because we don't want to be bailing the boat out on one side with the nutritional supplements and drilling holes into it on the other side with all the wrong foods, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is an important thing to do. And your body weight, here's what I would do. I would do 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine in about a liter of water twice a day.
I do it in about 24 ounces, more or less.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. No problem. And does that give you diarrhea or any upset to your stomach?
Not really.
Okay, great. Then you're perfect, man. So you got to do that twice a day, though. I would do 4 scoops a day. Okay. 12 selenium a day.
Yes, sir.
I would do 9 EFA plus a day, and I would do the EFA plus if you can get it. Or a very good high-quality fish oil, if you can find it over there. It might be more economical.
Okay.
9 of those a day.
What high-quality fish oil would you recommend?
Well, Youngevity's is the best.
I know.
Yeah, so you want to, if you're trying to shop over the counter for something, any type of nutritional supplement, you want to look to see if there's a little circular stamp on the label that says G like good, M like manufacturing, and P for process, GMP.
GMP.
If there's a little stamp that says GMP on it, then you are good to go. Otherwise, you just have to do your homework and go to the company's website and do the research and see how good they are. And there's so many companies out there, it's hard to make a recommendation, right?
Tell me about it.
I know.
Thanks for the information.
Yeah, well, it's 9 a day. Well, there's one more thing, though. A couple more things I want you to do. Okay, good. I would do the Ultimate Daily Classic. I would do 9 of those a day. 3, 3, and 3 with meals. 3, 3, and 3 Ultimate Daily Classics.
I was doing 6. Okay.
Yeah, add 3 more to it, because we've got a situation here, right?
Yes, sir.
If you can get the herbs, the niacin, I would do 6 a day of the niacin as well.
Okay.
6 a day of the niacin as well. You want to look this if you start to get lightheaded, right? Uncharacteristically, like you go to stand up from sitting, and you get a little dizzy, or you get a little dizzy in the morning when you sit up from lying down in bed. Then you want to back off on the niacin because it's dilating your blood vessels too much. I don't think that's going to happen. If you can get it, the icing on the cake, if you can get it over there, I don't know if you can get it, would be the Good Herbs Heart Support. The Good Herbs Heart Support, because there's hawthorn berry in there, which also helps to dilate the blood vessels, which is never a bad idea. Best of luck, Walter. I appreciate your patience and your trust. going to finish up the show with Ashish in New Jersey. When we come back, I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Stick around.
If you are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, if you are finally finished with expensive and ineffective MD treatments, and if you are frustrated with not knowing which nutritional supplements to take, you have come to exactly the right place. We are here to help. Log into eiffelhealth.com, click the contact button, and someone who has been working with Dr. Glidden will contact you and show you exactly what to do to recover your health. Go to eiffelhealth.com. That's eiffelhealth.com and click the contact button now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lively chat going on in the chat room, which you can have access to as a Dr. Glidden advocate. Go to glidden.healthcare, Glidden.healthcare, glidden.healthcare. Become a Dr. Glidden advocate and join the revolution. Let's go to, New Jersey's, looks like a lot of listeners in New Jersey today. Let's finish up the show with Ashish in New Jersey. Ashish, thanks so much for the phone call. You are live.
Doctor, how are you?
Fine, thanks. Hope I'll get better. How are you?
Excellent. No, excellent. And again, thank you for all you do. My parents in India were diagnosed with blood sugar, diabetes, preliminary diabetes and whatnot, and been shipping them healthy blood sugar pack to India, and both of them, their numbers are changing, and doctors who said that now they have to be on pills and medicines for the rest of their lives are amazed, and they're like, yeah, you can, same things. Yeah, you can pray about things, you can take supplements, but none of this helps. But my parents have full conviction that the way this is helping them, plus I sent some of your videos to them, and so they're telling others about it too. Thank you. That was my testimony.
Wow, Ashish, there's a couple things I want to say about that. First of all, it's not me that you need to thank, it's you that you need to thank, because you were the person that took the information and disseminated it, right? If it was just me or just Dr. Wallach, we'd be all alone on a mountaintop waving a flag, and, we would die, all by ourselves. This is very much teamwork and very much team effort. And there's a couple things I want to outline here.
Sure.
Type 2 diabetes in India is rampant. Type 2 diabetes in India is rampant, and it's either because of the soil conditions there and or the overt amounts of oil that are endemic in the Indian diet. It's a problem, right? Number one. Number two, the medical doctors are clueless about this, right? And you would think that if you had devoted yourself to the practice of medicine to help uplift people and save suffering humanity, that if you were doing one particular therapeutic, right, drugs and pharmaceuticals and drugs, and it wasn't working, and your patients were getting worse with blood sugar issues, and then a licensed holistic physician, licensed and regulated, right, did all the schooling, did all of the education, has all of the credentials, recommends that your patient go on a science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition program, and then that medical nutrition program produces results which you can measure objectively with lab work, you would think that the scientist in the medical doctor would make them go, oh my God, I need to call up Dr. Glidden, I need to call up Dr. Wallach. I have 3,000 people in my practice that could benefit from this. I need to know how they did it. I need to know the science behind it. You would think that that's what a scientist would do. You would think that's what a humanitarian would do. You would think that that's what a physician would do. But that never happens. And this is one of the biggest problems that we have in the world. Max Planck said it best. Science progresses one funeral at a time. So even when medical doctors have direct evidence in their face, before and after blood work, before and after x-ray, before and after physical diagnosis, before and after biopsy, before and after MRI, before and after ultrasound or CT scan, and they see it right in front of their face, they cannot accept it. And this is why Youngevity is so very, very important, and this is why you are so very, very important, Ashish, and every other person who has taken upon themselves the Youngevity, the mantle of Youngevity. Because, right, once you have experienced the truth, you are in its velvet grasp forever. And this is why this is such an important thing for us to continue to forward here, because there are millions of people all around the world suffering needlessly. And it's people like you, Ashish, that are going to change the world. You got to keep up the good work, brother. This is just the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to this, welcome aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been with me for a long time, thank you so much for your support. We're kicking it into fifth gear here in 2016. Please visit the website glidden.healthcare. Educate yourself right now about the simple steps you can take to support your body's built-in God-given ability to fix itself, and maybe, like Ashish, you will make a splash in your community. And that beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Stay tuned. Next live event, tomorrow's radio program. God willing and the creek don't rise. We'll see you then. Until then, live long and prosper.